What if one of the biggest political blowouts in U.S. history had flipped the other way? What if George McGovern, the anti-war, progressive senator from South Dakota, had defeated Richard Nixon in 1972? Would Watergate have ever happened? Would the Vietnam War have ended sooner? Would the Cold War have taken a softer turn? This is not just a story about one man winning or losing. This is a story about how America, and maybe the world, could have looked very, very different. Like and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell for more history documentaries. Please watch the video till the end, as good interaction would help the performance of the video and the growth of my channel massively. The turning point. How could McGovern have won? In our reality, George McGovern suffered a crushing defeat in 1972, winning only Massachusetts and the District of Columbia. But what if history had taken a slightly different path? To rewrite this outcome, we imagine several key shifts. 1. Watergate breaks early. Suppose the Watergate break-in and cover-up had been fully exposed by the summer of 1972 instead of slowly unraveling after Nixon's landslide. Public trust would have collapsed far sooner, possibly triggering calls for impeachment before the election. 2. Stronger running mate. In this alternate timeline, McGovern doesn't pick Thomas Eagleton, whose mental health controversies crippled the campaign, but instead selects a respected centrist like Senator Frank Church or even Ted Kennedy, unifying liberals and moderates. 3. Media shifts. With early Watergate exposure and a scandal-hungry press, the media narrative shifts dramatically. Nixon, already seen as secretive and ruthless, is painted as deeply corrupt. Investigative journalists gain traction early, leading to mass public disillusionment. 4. Youth turnout surges. McGovern's anti-war stance energizes young voters. Unlike in our world, this time they show up in force, driven by the urgency of ending Vietnam and challenging the political status quo. McGovern narrowly wins the Electoral College, flipping enough swing states like Ohio, Michigan, and Pennsylvania to overcome Nixon's built-in advantage. Reactions across America. The reaction is explosive. Northern progressives celebrate McGovern's win as a triumph for peace and justice. Civil rights groups, anti-war activists, and the counterculture see it as vindication. The Bible Belt and the South recoil in horror. Many conservatives view McGovern's liberalism as dangerous and un-American. The culture wars deepen. Nixon's resignation. With Watergate fully exposed, Nixon resigns in disgrace post-election. His legacy is destroyed even more thoroughly than in our timeline, and he becomes a national pariah. McGovern's presidency. A new liberal era? The cabinet. McGovern appoints a team of progressive but experienced officials. Secretary of State, George Ball, a known critic of the Vietnam War. Secretary of Defense, William Colby, or another moderate reformer. Vice President, Frank Church or Ted Kennedy, brings congressional clout. Domestic agenda. McGovern's platform focused on a guaranteed minimum income, slashing defense spending, expanding healthcare access, ending the war on drugs before it even begins in earnest. While the Democratic Congress supports him early on, economic challenges quickly complicate his plans. Vietnam, ending it for good. McGovern, true to his word, accelerates the withdrawal of American forces in early 1973, months ahead of the Paris Peace Accords. U.S. troops are fully out by mid-1973. However, this quick exit has consequences. Saigon falls sooner. With less support, South Vietnam collapses by late 1974. No Operation Frequent Wind. The chaotic final evacuation of U.S. personnel in 1975 is replaced with earlier, more orderly evacuations. Public support split. Many Americans are relieved, but others see the fall of Saigon as a humiliation and blame McGovern. The Yom Kippur War and oil crisis. In October 1973, Egypt and Syria attack Israel. Like Nixon in our reality, McGovern airlifts supplies to Israel, but with less enthusiasm, hoping to preserve Arab goodwill. Oil crisis still happens. OPEC retaliates with an embargo. McGovern imposes strict fuel rationing and invests in renewable energy research earlier than in our timeline. His approval ratings drop as gas prices skyrocket. Shoutout, Détente 2.0. Soviet Union. McGovern continues Nixon's policy of détente, even expanding it. Brezhnev still visits Washington in 1973. However, McGovern is far more critical of Soviet human rights abuses. Strategic arms limitation talks begin sooner under his leadership. China. McGovern maintains the new U.S.-China relationship, but emphasizes trade over military cooperation. He visits China in 1974, reinforcing ties with Deng Xiaoping's emerging leadership. The economy, trouble at home. Stagflation hits hard. McGovern's ambitious social programs collide with inflation, high oil prices, and unemployment. Without Nixon's price controls or Ford's win campaign, the crisis deepens. Still, McGovern invests in job programs and alternative energy, laying groundwork for later green policies. Would McGovern sign the Helsinki Accords? He would likely have signed the Helsinki Accords, aligning with his values on human rights and cooperation with Europe and the Soviet bloc. Mayagüez incident and assassination attempts? Mayagüez. It likely still happens in 1975, as it was triggered by Khmer Rouge actions. McGovern, despite his anti-war stance, authorizes a more cautious rescue mission. Assassination attempts. McGovern's progressive stances could have made him a target like Ford. Secret Service beefs up his protection. At least one attempt occurs, but is foiled. The 1976 election. Does McGovern survive? McGovern faces a Republican resurgence. Possible opponents. Ronald Reagan gains traction with the conservative base. Gerald Ford as a safe establishment choice. George H.W. Bush, a moderate alternative. Despite economic headwinds, McGovern narrowly wins re-election by painting his opponent as a return to corrupt, war hawk politics. McGovern's second term and legacy. Second term highlights. Expands solar and wind energy investment. Attempts universal health care, but meets fierce congressional resistance. Relations with the USSR remain tense but open. The economy begins to recover in 1978. Legacy. Seen as a visionary by the left, a failure by conservatives. Blamed for losing Vietnam, but praised for restoring transparency to the White House. Revered in later years as a man ahead of his time, especially on climate, healthcare, and civil rights. Conclusion. The election of George McGovern in 1972 would have dramatically altered the trajectory of U.S. politics, foreign policy, and society. While his presidency would have faced serious challenges, especially economically, it could have paved the way for a more peaceful, progressive America much earlier than reality allowed. What do you think? Write your opinion and version of the story in the comments below. Please be polite and kind. If you want to know what would have happened if Smith defeated Hoover in 1928, click on the video on the left. Thanks for watching.